Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake. If you don't know me, I'm a part-time reseller. I've been doing this for just over 2 years now. I started it as a hobby, turned into a side hustle, and now I'm actually a registered business. So I have grown over the last 2 years quite a bit, more than I expected, with my knowledge and my reselling. And in this video, we're going to be getting into some of the basics if you're starting, or if you're just trying to earn a little bit of extra cash on the side of your full-time job. So yeah, let's get straight into this video. The good thing about reselling is you don't need a lot of money. You don't need a lot of cash to start reselling. Because some businesses, you need to put like a lot of money into it. But reselling, you could literally start as small as £5, £10, and then just keep generating it and flipping it and hopefully doubling it every time. So start with £5, say you bought a pair of beat up trainers for £5 from the charity shop, took them home, give them a good clean, and then flip them for £15. And then you've got the £15, go back to the charity shop, do the same thing again. You can probably buy multiple, do the same, and just keep growing it, growing it, growing it. So you could initially just start a business small as £5. So yeah, that's the good thing about reselling. Or you could even start with a lot more money if you're happy to put the money in. Like you could start with £100 and buy multiple items. Yeah, but the thing is as well about reselling, find what you're interested in, find your niche. Like mine, I would say I'm more interested in clothes and trainers, mainly trainers probably. But there's so many other things you could be reselling. There's like plushes, there's toys, games, consoles, vintage, new, like literally as a variety is massive, like huge. Phones, laptops, yeah, electronics, anything. Like you find what you're interested in, because I feel like you need to be interested in it to be focused on it. And obviously if you're interested, then you do have a bit of knowledge on what you're reselling. So and then across the years, these last 2 years, like I've learned so many new brands and learned so many new things about reselling. And most of the stuff that I have learned has been watching YouTubers. So this is now my turn to try and give back to people starting their journey. Also, I recommend starting in charity shops, because I get a lot of my stock of Vinted as well. But you need to be quick on Vinted, because it's like a boot sale really. Like you need to be first there and you need to pick it up and get it. Where if you're in a charity shop, you've got the time to do your research, looking at your eBay sold, looking at, you know, if the product is real, because you get a lot of fakes, and also about damaged stuff as well. A lot of people don't list all the damages and wears and tears on Vinted, but we're going to get into that in a bit in the video, and I'll tell you the best ways is to list your items on Vinted, eBay, Depop, whatever you're using, whatever platform. There's loads, there's so many. I think they've actually just brought a new one out, but I can't remember the name of it. I see it advertised the other day, but yeah, I'll be looking into that as well. So it's another platform to expand your business, get growth, get money. That's what we're here for, right? Earning the cash. So yeah, going back to the Google Lens. Google Lens, I mentioned that a minute ago? I don't think I did. But anyway, Google Lens. A lot of people don't actually know what Google Lens is. It's an app you can download on your phone, and it allows you to search the internet with a picture and without words, if that makes sense. So you could just like literally just, for instance, just snap something up. But for instance, let me do it. Like these trainers here that I picked up the other day. So you download the Google Lens app, and then there's a little camera bit at the top. So then say these Gore-Tex Nike Trail, if I weren't too sure how much they're worth and I was in a charity shop, I would literally just go take the picture, and then there you go. If you can see that, let's have a look if you can see that. There you go, you see that? And then underneath, it'll bring you up the searches. Look. So look, brand new, these are going for £121, £145. But yeah, I bought these off Vinted for I think £10, but that's without the fees and stuff. I did give them a good clean yesterday, so they are looking nice again. There was a bit of bobbling in there. Got the lint shaver, done that. But yeah, the insoles are drying. But yeah, I'm looking at getting to probably about £35 to £40 on these. But yeah, we're not going to get into that too much. I just wanted to show you Google Lens. And if it doesn't find the product you're looking for, the picture up there, you can click search as well, and then just put in there, I don't know, Nike, and then it'll bring up a lot more other stuff. There you go, look. So that's how Google Lens works. It does work really well for me, to be fair. I don't really have much trouble using it. It's fairly simple. So when I do my checks on Google Lens, I always find what the item's called if I'm not sure what it is, and then I'll just click on eBay, because on that drop down menu you'll find the eBay one. Well, sometimes, because it'll pick up people's items they're selling on eBay. So then I'll just copy and paste. I'll go to click on the eBay and then copy the title, and then I would repaste it into eBay, and then go onto filters and go to solds, and I'd see if it's been selling, because there's no point. Well, it depends. You can pick the item up, but it might not actually be selling. So just because it's listed on eBay, say I picked up a pair of trainers for £100 and I see them selling for £100, I'll be like, oh, result. But you need to make sure you're checking the solds and the dates of when they're selling and how often they're selling, to see if it's actually worth picking it up, because you could just pick it up and you could be sitting there forever not selling. So that's quite an important one. Always check your solds. And like I said as well, I'm forever learning new brands. Like when you're in a charity shop and you're going through the clothes or the trainers and you see something and you're like, oh, that feels like really good quality. Like for instance, in one of my other videos, the rice slip one, I come across a jumper called Dowell of Norway. Never heard of it before. And I thought that feels like really good quality and it looks a little bit different. So I was like, So I went straight onto Google Lens, snapped it, put in Dowell of Norway, and it brought up all the solds. It's crazy how much money that they were going for. But I might quickly chuck some screenshots of it up. So yeah, I learned. I'm forever learning new brands. If your gut's telling you, check it. Make sure you check it, because it could potentially be worth a lot of money. Or it might not be, but you're learning, do you know? So then next time you're like, right, I know that brand, move that away. But now that Dowell of Norway is stuck in my head. And there's so many other ones that I could list, but we're not going to get into it too much. And also, if you're still not sure on if you find your niche and what you like selling, like for instance, like I said, mine's clothes. What I would do is I'll just go to eBay solds and just type in jeans, and then obviously change it to solds, and then go swap the sort from highest to lowest, and then I would scroll through and I'd see what the highest, what brands are selling for the most, and then just scroll through it, and then I'll just be like, oh, I've never heard of that brand, and then I will look into that brand a bit more. Then I will find out the solds and what style is selling, what colour is selling, because it's all important. What size is so important as well, because you don't want to be picking up small size. Like with me with jeans, I like to pick up anything 34 waist and up, because like the bigger the size, the better the sell. Yeah, and the same with trainers as well. When I'm buying trainers, I like to buy 8 and up. I tend to stay away from kids and women's shoes. I do pick them up if it's different or if it could be potentially worth my time. But I'd say 9 times out of 10, for me personally, I know other resellers that sell women's shoes and they do really well, but for some reason, it's just not me. It's not what I pick up. It's mainly menswear, men's clothes, because obviously that's what I know more of. So I actually set up my side hustle as a limited business because of obviously the tax man. Obviously you got to pay your taxes, and I was wondering what was the easiest way to do it, because obviously I didn't know any of this. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to pay tax on my money, because we all do, right? But yeah, so I spoke to an accountant, and he recommended that I set it up as a limited business, company. So I went ahead, done that. It's now a registered company, which I'm happy about. But a lot of people do sole trader as well, but it's personal preference really. It's what you want to sell it up as and what you prefer. But the way I spoke to my accountant, I had a good old long chat with him, is that he said that we'll be able to do your taxes a lot easier, and going into a lot more depth of, you know, there's so many things that you can claim on your taxes, because, you know, I'm using my house as an office. I've bought my GoPro for my business. I'm buying cleaning products to clean my trainers for my business. I'm using my internet for my business. I bought new lighting for my business, and I can claim all that through my expenses, and all the items that I pick up in the charity shops, keep my receipts, keep a spreadsheet of it, and then I can claim back on expenses through my business. So it is really important that you obviously keep your receipts and keep a track of everything that you're doing. This is my first year of doing it as a company, so I am a bit not confused, but I'm a bit like unaware of how to do it. But my accountant's helping me through every step of the way. So is my wife. My wife's very good at things like this. So big shout out to Alison. I say that because he's upstairs. So I'm actually going to get into how I list my items on Vinted and eBay, because I mainly use them two platforms. I was using Depop, but Depop just doesn't work for me. Not that it doesn't work, it's just I don't really get the interaction with Depop that I do with Vinted and eBay. So what I'm going to do, maybe I'm going to set the GoPro either on my chest or on the side, and I'm just going to go through how I picture some of my items and get them listed, and show you how simple it is. It takes, I would say 4 minutes, 3 minutes, if that. Picturing, writing the title, putting the description, pressing publish. It's so simple, but let's get into showing you how to do that. All right, so here I'm going to list a blazer here, Hugo Boss blazer. Just put it on a hanger. Obviously we're going to have to take this label off. I haven't taken it off yet. Just pull that off. I only paid £4 for this. Right bargain. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll get a plain backdrop. Nothing else around. Hang it on, make sure it drops nicely. Get some good lighting, and then picture away. Simple as that. So, and if there is any flaws, any marks, any damages, do list it. Obviously, look, one on the inside of the badge and that side. You see on this jacket, it's got like a little bit of a bobble here, a bit of a crease. So I'll just list it. I'll just take pictures of it and list it just to cover any marks on it. It'll probably come straight out of a dry clean, to be honest, but we're not going to get it dry cleaned. And then one at the back. But I don't know where the size is on this. Maybe in the pocket. There you go. And then one of the sizing. It's a UK 54, so it's a nice big size as well. So it's not got to be. So yeah, picture all that, and that's it. It's done. Maybe what I'll do is I'll maybe do the buttons up and do one with the buttons on, so they can see that the buttons are fine. Just picture that. So now that's it, and go over to Vinted. select all your photos. What I'll do is I'll put the one with the bubble on last and go Hugo Boss Blazer UK size 54, and then put black Hugo Boss Smart Blazer size 54, and then for the last picture I'll write, please see last picture for, what would you call that? It's like more of like a crease. Clean. And then just write, and then it pulls up all the categories, and it normally picks it out from your description and your title. Saying look, brand, look, Hugo Boss should be there. Yeah. Size. I'd say it's more of a 54. Is it an XL? I'd say it's an XL. Yeah, I say it's good because that's like little. I don't know what to call that. It's like a little. I don't know what to call it. We'll just put it in there. People probably might know what it is. Price. I'd say there's at least £25 in that. Large. Upload. Thanks for watching. Please do leave a comment down below if I've missed anything that I haven't covered that you wanted to know and find out. I hope I've wrapped up quite a lot of what the basics are of reselling. I'm not too sure what the next video is going to be. Potentially could be a cleaning video because I've got these pair of beaters off Vinted. Look, these are actually meant to be yellow and I don't even know what colour. Yeah, but I've bought some new products to try and just to try and revive the suede again. But these are a funky pair of shoes, so we should go to town on them and do what we can to get them clean and new again. Thank you so much for watching. Please do comment, like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.